My dad used to always say, buy the best and you'll never regret it. What you're looking at here is the finest 1973 RD350 we've seen in decades. We bought in a lot of old vintage two-strokes over the years, hundreds and hundreds of them, as you've seen on our YouTube channel. And this is absolutely no excuses, 100% bone stock original 73 RD350. What struck me first on this bike is how nice the chrome is on it, how nice the forks are. I thought it was a repaint. We bought it in and analyzed it heavily, and the guy we bought it from said it's not a repaint. It's not. It's the original paint. It's just in stunning shape. The gauges look brand new. The seat's in beautiful shape. Underneath the seat looks brand new. These are the areas that normally get decayed. This thing's stunning. It's an absolute dime piece. You know, we all know the vintage two-strokes are going up through the roof. You can buy a normal RD350 for $3 grand, $4,000. That's in decent runner, but it's never. You're never gonna turn that pickle back into a cucumber. By that I mean just to get a set of pipes like this. The exhausts are in beautiful condition. I got a couple beauty marks down here on the side. A couple little dings, a little tiny scratch right there. But look at the pegs on this thing. They're never been ground on the ground. The brake levers in mint shape. It's just a stunning piece. Kenny, is there anything you'd like to say about this bike? I mean, everything works beautifully. Electrically, it's a 10. It has a brand new battery in it. It's got a set of tires on it that have 90% of the tread on them. They were replaced by the previous owner a few years back, and they're in mint shape. Has the original Northwestern Cycle Center sticker on here. The gentleman I bought this from was actually the mechanic that set this bike up when it was brand new. He knew the whole life story of it, and it had been owned by 3 people its entire life. One guy from 73 to 76, the next guy from 76 to 2011, and the same owner since 2011. So even the grips are original on it, and they're like brand new. All the gauges. Kenny's like, Dad, was this restored? These look like new switches. They're not. These are the original ones. I've had a lot of RDs. I'm 54 years old. My first RD350 was a 75, the orange one, the twin to this one, virtually identical but a different color. And that was in I was 15 years old, so that was 40 years ago that I had one of these. And they're awesome bikes then. They're awesome bikes now. This is nicer, way nicer than the one I had when I was 15 years old. Kenny, is there anything I'd like to add? I mean, we just don't see these bikes around like this.
No, I think the photos don't do it justice. It's really that nice.
The photos don't do it justice. And that's something we normally don't say. We're normally like, there's things up on the bike you're not going to see in the photos, you know.
Sure.
But
sure.
I mean, look at the fit and finish of the rims. The chrome on the rims is beautiful. The chrome on the fenders.
Don't get me wrong. It's not imperfection.
Yeah, there's a little bit of patina on the forks. We took a brand new 100th anniversary Harley Davidson out of the crate, and it had patina on the forks from oxidization, just from the environment.
And also on the head.
And on the head, a little bit on the head. That's original patina of a 1973 motorcycle. But what's most striking about this is how beautiful the paint is on it. The badges are real nice. The torque induction sticker with a gold tint on it looks brand new. The only damage we found anywhere on the motorcycle that I could find was that little scrape on the side here, on the muffler, and there's a small knee dent on the right side of the tank that will not show up in the pictures or videos unless you look really closely. But I can tell you there's a small knee ding there that I'm sure a professional body shop, somebody like Joe Abadi, could get that out without a second thought. I know Joe could take that dent out. 100% bone stock. I have a friend who has one of these. These baffles are removable, and I asked Mark if we could take them out and listen to it because they sound so sweet with the baffles out of them. But that didn't happen. The previous owner had cleaned the carburetors, went through it mechanically. The inside of the tank was professionally cleaned and restored at some point since he's had it since 2011. So it looks brand new. NOS brand new inside the tank. To me, it looks brand new. The key's in beautiful shape. I'm going to take it for a ride. It's starting to get a little dark out. I want to take it for a little rip and enjoy this before I roll it into the museum. The chain and sprockets, according to Mark, our mechanic, who's a true connoisseur of vintage bikes and aficionado, the pickiest, one of the pickiest guys I've ever met, when it comes to working on bikes. And he says it's original chain and sprockets. So the only items we found that weren't original are the battery that we just installed and the tires, which were replaced previously. Anything you want to add, Kenny?
No, I think you hit the nail on the head. We can get it shipped very affordably. Message us your zip code for a quote, but take it away. Show them how she runs.
I will. If you want to leave it here or pick it up, we got a lot of great events coming on. This weekend we have the Brew Fest. You'll see the tents being set up. I have 40 microbreweries coming here, and we've got Rockstock coming up. That's coming up in 3 weeks. And then I have Mini Bike Mania after that, and then Motorcycle Mania. So every month, I'm going to go for a little rip. I'll be back. Every month, we got a great event going on here at the museum. If you want to pick this bike up and go to one of the 3-day events, I'll include a free ticket to any one of the 3-day events. They start at $75. We have multiple bands. We have 12 bands coming. Those are our tents for the Brewfest. The Brewfest is a 3-hour event. All you can drink for $40. Woo! Wow, this thing's refreshing. It's peppy. This bike right here, this is his first year of the RD350. What was the difference between the R5 and the RD? The R5 did not have the reed valve induction, which made a huge difference in the power delivery, in the torque curve, and the drivability of the bike. Also, this was the first year of the 6-speed transmission, so they made a bunch of revisions and refinements that really made it a much nicer bike for daily riding. Very torquey. I think one of the best recommendations I can give you for an RD350 is this. Mickey Finn's Honda, the manager, Mike, who I worked with, Mickey Finn's Honda in Connecticut. I worked with Mike when I was in high school as a parts guy, and then 1 year after high school in the parts department. Mike, since the 80s, now this is a guy that owns a Honda franchise and a multi-time New England and New York motocross champion racer. He rode an RD350 to work for 35 years. That was his daily rider. He absolutely loved that bike for a lot of different reasons. They're fun, they're fast, they're affordable, and they're unique. There's just not any two-strokes on the road anymore. And they handle like a dream. This thing is just like on rails. So if you want an investment quality bike that's affordable, that isn't going to kill you on taxes and insurance, and is affordably priced, buy this bike before you can't afford to buy it. Because why are we selling it? Well, we buy and sell about 50 vintage bikes every month. On a slow month, 30. On a busy month, 60. Somewhere in the middle there, 45, 50 bikes. That's how we afford to pay the staff of 10 that works at the museum. We buy and sell vintage bikes. Been doing this since I was 15 years old. The museum is full of bikes right now. As much as I'd love to keep this one, we've got, a lot of bills. $7,000 a month in the winter for our heat bill alone, for 2 football field size rooms. A little baseball tonight. They're smoking a little weed too. You can smell it. It smells good. Been a long time since I smoked, but when I was a kid I did, I guess. But I didn't inhale. This is the town park right here, and it's baseball season, but it's cold out. The leaves are slowly coming out in the trees. It's May 2nd. By May 30th, it'll be all big blooming trees. This is the park right up the street from the museum. This is the 9th bike that I've ridden today. I have the best job in the world. I saved my personal favorite for last, the RD. It was a toss-up between this and the CBX 6-cylinder. What a great little bike this is. So nimble, and it'll wheelie like nothing. Oil injection works beautifully on it. It'll run great on pump gas, run even better on if you mix a little Cam 2 in there. The 2-strokes love the race fuel. They actually run a little cooler. Look at this park up here. It's so beautiful. Look at the view from up here. You can see the planes landing down at Bradley International down there. It is getting a little cold out. It's probably only about 40 degrees out. They're cool 2-strokes. Love that cold air too. What a fun little bike. They call these giant killers because they handled so good at Daytona. They actually made a particular model in 1979, two-stroke Yamaha RD350, very similar to this, but with a little bit bigger engine, cosmetically a little different. And they call it the Daytona Special. And these things have won a lot of races on the banks of Daytona because they handle so good, and they're so light, and the power to weight ratio is so good. The brakes are just, everything works better on a light bike, and it's tons of torque. That's 6,000 RPM. It'll rev all the way to 8,500, so you can just keep going. And there's all kinds of performance items out there. I like them stock like this. They're worth the most like this. Fun to ride. This is a bike I'd bring right to an AMCA show. I'm an AMCA judge, and I would judge this bike very highly on originality. What we do is we judge the bikes starting at 100 points, and you take off a point for everything that's not original and stock on it. So this bike is a high 90s bike. This is a bike that could be a winner's circle bike with a little bit of massaging. It's just fantastic, and I'm sure it's going to go to a good place, and we're not going to give it away. But the reserve is set well below what I feel the true market value is, so I'm sure it's going to sell the first week. So give us a call, 860-454-7024. If you have any questions. Again, we ship it anywhere in the country. We ship a lot of bikes to the UK. We have a lot of clients in the UK that follow us on YouTube. And again, please subscribe to the channel. Click the subscribe button off to the right. You'll see by the subscribe button the notification tab. Hit that too, and you'll get motivated. I mean, can't talk. You'll get notified. It's getting so cold out and a little chilly. You'll get notified when a new video comes out. So thanks for bearing with us as I enjoy a flashback to my youth. This brings me back big time to 1980s when I was 15 years old. The Dukes of Hazzard was on TV, and there were no computers, there were no cell phones. Heck, beepers were barely even out at that time, and a lot of us still had black and white TVs. That goes to show you how far back that was. This thing's an absolute wheelie machine. It'll wheelie in all 3 gears. I'm not going to beat on it. It's way too nice to do that. I've enjoyed this journey. I hope you enjoyed it nearly as much as I have. It's the end to another great day as I pull in the museum and look at our Christmas special and our Harleys and the CBX 6-cylinder that I got to ride today. Again, it's been an awesome day. Listen to this thing. Such a smooth running bike. Purrs like a kitten. Can't say enough good about it. Everything works 100%. Everything on the bike. Look at this. Stunning machine. Good luck finding a nicer one. Heck, maybe I'll wake up in the morning and not even list it. It's just too nice to let it go. It's absolutely stunning. Get a little choked up looking at it. It's just so beautiful. All the lenses are nice and crisp. Everything's super clean. This is just the way it came to us. Wow. This is a bike that deserves to be treated, continue to be treated with the same respect it has for the last, well, 40-something years, almost 50 years. So, absolutely stunning machine. Good luck bidding on her. God bless America.